I was recently honored with a guest appearance on From Finders to Builders podcast with Julian Della Mattia. And I wasn't alone. I got to be interviewed with the one and only Amanda Gelb. It was so much fun. I'm going to share a little snippet with you of that interview, but if you want to see the whole thing, I'll drop some links in the show notes and you can check the whole thing out. But have a little fun watching this little snippet from Finders to Builders.
How do we go and explain to other people, maybe explain is not the right word, but how do we show other people that research matters? And I don't want to go about ROI or anything like that, but how do you prove the value of what we do? Maybe Jen, you want to start with this one?
Sure. I have a little story. I call it my golden ticket story, where I was working at a pet hospital and the PO told me, oh, we're going to development in a couple of days for a mobile app for doctors because doctors go from room to room to check on their pet patients. And I was like, oh, mobile app, what's going in that? And he listed a whole bunch of things. And I was like, how do you know that's what doctors need? And he said, oh, I just know. Yeah, okay. So I said, that just give me a couple of hours. I'd like to just confirm that we're going in the right direction. So I had a handful of doctors that I had on my, call list. I called them up. I asked them, what are the two things that you need the most? Give me the top two. And they all said the exact same thing. And because I did some quick research and found out that we don't need all that other crap, we just need these things, we eliminated probably 75, 80% of the features.
Oh.
We got it done 6 weeks early, I think, and way under budget because I asked a few questions of a few users, huge impact that research made in changing and rescoping that product to get done faster and cheaper.
To sum up Jen's story, my one-liners, I collect data to help people make decisions. That's it. It's like insights in, action out.
Nah, I think I'm going to steal that for a post. Or I would tag you and say, this was by Amanda. I said, I give you credit. Don't worry. So you both mentioned, and I know that you both had experience being the only researcher or the first researcher in a team or in an organization. So I would like to ask you what I always ask here to all my guests. What are the 3 key tips or key pieces of advice you would give to first researchers, solo researchers, or even let's extend it to researchers in a small team about stakeholder management? Maybe Amanda, you want to go first and share some of those gold one-liners?
Yes. Okay. 3 things. The first thing is to prioritize ruthlessly. So you as a solo or small team person cannot say yes to every request. You just can't. So figure out for yourself what those high impact projects are that align with your organization's goals. And by the way, sometimes that's doing executional research, like usability tests, to show like, hey, research influenced this product very directly. It's not always this big, lofty, strategic thing that's going to take you many months to do. So that's thing 1. So prioritize and show impact really quickly. The second is creating a simple, scalable framework. So what are repeat processes that you can put into place and then plug and play? So you're not developing the process, with tight deadlines at the same time as having all of these requests come in. And then the third, and this is what we've been talking about today, but it's the most important thing, is building relationships beyond the actual project or product. So thinking about how to build rapport outside of the context-specific projects, grabbing a coffee with a key stakeholder, participating in cross-functional meetings. You want to be seen as this trusted partner rather than just a service provider, and people are more likely to collaborate with you and support your work when you show up to the things that they care about or have taken the time to understand what they care about.
Thank you, Amanda, for taking all my good ones. Yeah, I was going to say build relationships and also getting to understand their needs and how your work can align to that. So in a sense, stop selling UX and start buying what they do, right? Get an understanding of what they do and see how you can align to that. It's just as researchers, when we do an initiative, how does our work ladder up to the organization's goals or to this broader project, right? Do that to a person. Try that out. You might be surprised how effective that can be when you show your value by showing how helpful you can be. And I think another one is learning the language of the business or what they're using, right? I've worked in healthcare. I've worked in finance. I am not a doctor. I don't know anything about that. And I found out really fast that if I sound really stupid, they'll shut me down and not want to talk to me, especially doctors. So got some basics, learned how they filled in a medical record, learned some terms. That opened up a conversation. So we were not spending time stumbling over the basics. We could get to what was really important, and that was learning from our users. So getting to know their language, their world, what are they talking about? I think that shows not just respect, but your interest in contributing to them and to the company.
That's awesome. Thanks both for sharing.